Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense takes the field. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the option, he'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Cole. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pressure coming. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Sun Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. This offense starting to impose its dominance. 13th play of the drive coming. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football battle.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He finds his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Power football with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give them a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your...
He can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Cole. Going to try to get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks,
and the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
To the air, it's Cole. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. It's caught downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They move the tight end all over. They go to the counter. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's a draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll leave it with him. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Sun Devils get it past the sticks.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. They go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Movement here from the tight end. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Tackled there by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts. Passing on the field. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They take the lead with the 6.
And a 4th and goal situation. Bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Look.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finds a crease at the 20. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fella's coming out the goal line deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Snap in the shotgun. Now he's going to break the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Going for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was... Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Cole. Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on first down from the 43. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Cole. He's not afraid to go deep. And he grabs it at the 15. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort.